you listening to me? I don't even know.
You don't even know. You just like, fuck it, right? All right, so it's probably episode 44. Definitely guaranteed. Teak in the building. Bang,
What's
bang,
up?
bang. Bianca.
You know he's on that bang,
Miss,
bang, bang. I'm going to get you something.
Miss B.
Those things.
In Tokyo. Chick not here today. You know, so they should be back next time. Next week. Well, they on vacation. they both on vacation. So we don't got no feelings, which is good. I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling great.
Shit, I'm feeling great. What's great? What's your definition of great? What the hell is going on in your life? Everything is great.
Everything is great.
Listen,
I woke up this morning. I'm great. Yeah. My kids are here.
They not physically here.
No,
right
I
here,
mean,
right?
in like alive, because the fact that they're teenagers and all this shit that's going on with these teenagers and killing them and their friends is killing them and so the fact
that gang shit crazy. That shit crazy. I didn't know that shit still exists though.
What gang?
Nah, like that. The way they
turned into letters now.
Yeah, it's just weird right now. But at the end of the day, it's happened. It happens. You know. Shit's crazy because what you said?
Gangs are needed.
Yeah, it's just like they said. War is needed too, though. Yeah. War is needed.
No peace without war. Exactly.
But at the end of the day, like, it was always something that happens before that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, it's something that happened before that.
Yeah, in regards to that, not to take away from
what happened, but something had to happen before that.
He wasn't no angel. Like, he hit somebody with a machete. Like,
but I mean, I get he probably wasn't an angel, but does that warrant somebody to take his life?
I mean, the shit he did to somebody else was somebody else's child. Like there was like a video of him like running the train on a girl with somebody. Like right before that.
Shout out to the trains though, because I'm surprised they're still doing that.
Where it came from, but that same anger is like.
But that's what I'm saying. So like I feel like some things is just like everything happens for a reason. Like if he did something to somebody, then obviously that's just a retaliation from what was happening. So like it's based on retaliation. So that's it's unfortunate that people live their life like that.
But it seems like though for 3 grown ass men to drag him out of a store like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That shit is crazy.
It don't seem random. Like just pick on the little kid and do that.
Well, I don't know. I guess everybody it's sad, and you have your different opinions about it, right? So I guess that's why you look at it like that, because we got kids close to that age, and who knows if that was my daughter, I probably would want to retaliate like that too, right. out of just being pissed out of the heat of the moment. So, but I don't know what's going on with these young kids today. It's sad. It's sad. That's why I try to teach my daughter. Even my son, but more so my daughter, because just you gotta know who to be around, who not to be around. You can't think that everybody is your friend. And I keep telling her that you don't have no friends. I'm not gonna say that you won't at some point, right? At some point, you may find that one person that will stick with you from probably elementary or junior high or even high school up until you're an adult. But you're never gonna have your whole entire little crew that you run around with.
I beat my son ass, and I always tell him, when y'all doing whatever, they not the ones getting fucked up or getting their ass beat, or they not calling to check on you like, damn, your father fucked you up, you good, bro?
Right, you good? No, of course they not. They not.
I fucked him up like a nigga on the street when he do something he don't supposed to.
So I'm glad, like, when I have these conversations and these talks with my daughter, like, for the most part, I can say, like, she's not perfect. I'm sure she's still gonna go out there and do little stuff, but we have such a good relationship where she's comfortable with coming to me, telling me about certain things, and I just try to instill in her, like, listen, I'm not going to tell you don't have sex till you 25, 30. That shit ain't realistic. Right. But what I'm going to tell you is don't be out here thinking that, don't have nobody saying to you, oh, you can't have, you could have multiple guys, like little boys, is your friends, and if I don't know if y'all want to call each other boyfriend, whatever. But my thing is, once you start kissing and humping and all that other shit, you put yourself in a whole nother bracket. Then you become a whore. So you can't do it while you young. You don't have to be tied down to one little boy, so you can have friends.
How old is she?
She'll be 17 in October, so you will have friends. The minute you start sleep, and I tell her like you gonna like a boy in May. Shit, by the time the end of the summer, you gonna like somebody else. So every time you like somebody, you gonna get your shit away.
Right.
You can't do that. But then it also goes on to who they when at home.
Right.
Not
That's
saying that.
What they see.
Not saying that you can't have a good upbringing and then the kids then turn around and be fucking corrupt. But for most part, they do look at how at home. She looks at me how I carry myself. I'm not gonna expose her to certain things.
Right.
I don't smoke. Well, I don't smoke hookah anyway, but I don't drink around her. The most I've probably done is had a glass of wine, but that was like something like if it around dinner time. But I don't have my friends over and we drinking and hanging out and having this lavish good time in front of her or none of the kids. It's just certain things. I think you need to keep certain things private as an adult from your kids.
Absolutely, you should.
Yeah, but some people don't feel like that. Some people feel like, oh, I was 15, I had my child, I'm going to tell my daughter. If I had my daughter at 15, when she turns 15, I'm not going to tell her that.
You know what's funny?
If I'm going to tell her that, I need to wait till she's an adult, a mature adult. Because at that age, I don't want her to get out there and think like, oh, my mother was out here fucking at the age of 15 and had me, so why can't I do it? Because some kids do that.
Right. Like, certain things I don't hide from her. Like, my mom, like, a lot of my friends go to jail or went to jail.
Yeah.
He'd be like, oh, we had such and such. And I thought, oh, he's locked up for long.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd be like, you should tell him. Like, shit like that, I try to not sugarcoat so he can understand. Because sometimes I've seen kids that grow up in a fantasy world, and it's like they become dense at a certain age.
Yeah.
Like, as a male, certain girls was raised by parents who kept
exactly
a lot of shit from them. And you're like, damn, this bitch 20-something years old.
And don't know,
But
right? It's because that shelter, like, and I kind of sort of that's what it was me.
You know what's crazy? Like I feel like I don't shelter my children. Like,
but see,
I try to expose them to real because when you don't expose them to real, like realize certain shit is going on in society, like they just gonna be oblivious to everything. So they basically gonna be walking like the sky's blue. I'll go to sleep and I wake up. No, like real shit happens.
Right.
And but that's now what I do because and see.
Well,
me
I started early
and
because
father, we conflict like that because my thing is me growing up. It was more sheltered. It was like you need to be in a house by the time. You can't have a boyfriend. You can like very that real structured. You got the mother and the father in the household, married. It's almost like that Bill Cosby. That Huxtable life,
yeah, and
that's what I had. So it was
even like going to that, I was
smart enough too. Certain things was taught to me, about the streets, but not enough. I don't think enough. But the good thing I wasn't a follower.
I think you should expose your children. I ain't gonna say expose them to the streets, but they should be knowledgeable enough to say like they know what's going on.
Of course, but today you have to.
Like what happened? Like even what happened with that dude, like Triple X, right? The rapper, like his following was like 17, 18, but even a little younger than that.
Right.
Like
he was only 20, so of course you would get the young.
So he have a young fan base, and like imagine those fan base like 13 years old listening to this dude, and all of a sudden they wake up from their dream and find out that this dude just got shot and killed. It's when I was growing up, like when I grew up and I was like, oh shit, Big died, and it's like, damn, like what the fuck, like. 26.
Yeah, when Tupac, I literally fucking cried when I heard Tupac die.
Yeah, and it's the same way they felt about him that we felt about Biggie. Like me coming from Brooklyn, like that shit was just everything.
I remember cutting school to go to the parade.
And it became a parade, like one of the biggest, parades out. But you gotta expose your children to like certain shit that's real, like real life shit. Like they should be listening to this shit saying, yo, these niggas is talking some real shit. Because it's real. It's very, and I want to say this is the most consistent podcast in the world. I just want to say that.
Of course it is.
But with saying that is you have a lot of children who idolize these people, but then on the flip side, like you can idolize them, but you haven't seen or lived that life.
Right. They're not taught the
They're
pitfalls.
not exactly
Of
right.
From living like that.
And it was crazy is because you got children, you got like these young rappers and shit like that. Just to go to these guys, they talk about like I did this and they did this, but they haven't done none of this shit. Like they just talk about it. Basically, you talking from everybody else's point of view, right? Like I'm talking like if you've been through the whole life spectrum, you've been shot, but I'm living my life through you. Like I'm living my music through you. That's not how you should put together music. You should put together music how you live your life. Right. So if you had a sheltered life, then talk about how your life was sheltered.
They're not gonna do that because they're gonna think nobody's right. Nobody want to hear that. They want to hear all about. No, you don't know who want to hear that. Yeah. Nobody want to hear about no.
Man, fuck that shit, man. These
guns and violence.
I'm saying like I can relate because like I seen it. Like I literally seen certain things, so it's like I can relate to it. But
at a
like
point, you don't want to hear somebody singing and
right all the time.
Yeah, like
he's from Brownsville, East New York. It's like
niggas get shot.
Niggas get shot last week. I don't want to hear you singing about it.
Yeah.
8 niggas get shot.
Like damn, niggas died again. Mind you, this is the second time that they died. But you know, it's crazy. We got what's the name coming up in a few minutes. Drew Cash. Actually, he got a track with I was telling Teak on the way that he got a track with Davies, and I think it's pretty dope. I don't like feel like like it's pretty dope, but it's a pretty dope track. Obviously, I'm expecting to hear more music from him by himself, because I think that's how a lot of music gets saturated, is when like artists are not they're like they have a lot of features and shit like that. Right. Like I don't like a lot of features on a lot of tracks. Like for example, I don't like Beyonce and Jay-Z's album because
I haven't heard it either. But
to me, it feels like a Beyonce together? Track featuring Jay-Z.
Right. Yeah.
That's it. I like the way it sounds. But
yeah, of course you do. Yeah. I don't like Rich. I don't like Rich Love. Like I'm fucking poor. I don't want to listen to like everybody saying, "Hey, no happy shit." I mean,
well, maybe they want to glorify the happy moments right now because you gotta understand it wasn't always happy. Like, come on, it wasn't always happy.
They rich and they in love. And
well, now they in love.
Listen, so you saying they wasn't in love before?
At some point, they probably was still in love, but at some point, I'm sure they had their ups and downs. They had some cheating moments. Everything wasn't perfect.
And everybody cheats.
You think she cheated? Yo,
yeah.
Charlamagne had this shirt. Charlamagne had this shirt on. It said black men don't cheat, and I was like, lies.
Black men don't why cheat? He wrote that?
Yeah. No, he had a shirt, and I'm like, yo, that shit is. And I seen mad posts, like mad people like commenting under this shit, like, oh, like he's lying, like he's that's the truth. I'm like, yo, dude, like all men cheat, and I put under that shit. I can't remember what I said. Men cheat for reasons.
Y'all do cheat for reasons. I've learned that. But my thing is like, ain't no reason. Let me tell you something. I get that y'all say all men cheat.
Yeah.
And I don't condone it. Not at all. I do not condone it. But my thing is, if you are going to cheat, be more respectful. Careful, respectful, clean, whatever. Don't be sloppy. My thing is like, exactly. Just... You have to be respectful about it. I'm not saying do it.
Shout out to using condoms.
I'm not saying do it, but I just feel like men can be very sloppy when it comes to cheating. And I feel like when you become sloppy, that means you don't care no more about the person. I don't never want to feel like there's someone else, or you're seeing someone else, or you're doing something with someone else, or I need my needs need to be met at all times, just like yours will be met at all times. So I think, men don't do that. And I feel like before you cheat, maybe at this point in my life, we could bring somebody into the bedroom before you cheat, if that's what you want to do.
I think that's all right, but as far as like men cheating, I think men cheat for a reason.
So a quick question.
Yeah.
Would you be less hurt if someone cheated on you and told you that they used a condom when they did it?
No, I'm not gonna be less hurt. Oh, I'm gonna fucking be hurt all the way around. I'm hurt because
I'm saying,
cheated
dude, will you
on
get
me.
upset if he don't use a condom or you do use a condom?
I never really thought about that. I just feel like don't cheat. I've been in that situation before.
I think 95% of men that cheat probably don't wear condoms.
I'm sure they probably
because the
don't.
feeling is because the feeling. Oh boy.
Oh boy,
What a feeling!
You better get something that's really, really thin and that's gonna feel as natural as possible.
Them shits don't work. Them shits don't work. Ain't nothing like skin to skin contact.
Rubber blocks electricity, so you
Yeah.
never know if you really like a person.
This is the scientific. This is the scientific point of view.
Exactly right.
Listen, skin to skin is good. Even the doctors will tell you skin to skin is good.
Like these nasty,
No, you
nasty.
can't do skin to skin. No.
I'm saying like
Men
men
cheating out
I
here
think
going skin to
no,
skin.
but like I'm feeling like if men are cheating, they're gonna take risks. You taking a risk for cheating,
You're right. So my thing is
you're
like,
gonna do
if
it.
you cheat and it's for a specific reason why you're cheating, you're not gonna come to your partner or your wife or whoever
Nah.
and say like, this is what we having a
Nah,
problem
that's
in
like,
this
that's
area.
Like, that's almost like I'm about to cheat on you. You don't fucking.
Pass me the juice.
No, I'm just saying.
That's
Tell me
what-
if you're not getting enough attention because you're going
When
to
you
cheat
quit
for a
job,
reason.
You don't just go be like, yo, listen, man.
Yeah, listen, I
I'm tired
quit.
of you asking me why I can't
Yeah.
quit. I'm about to quit. You just fucking quit. It's the same thing with cheating. You don't have a conversation like.
You don't have a conversation with your boss before you cheat.
as you get older,
I'm gonna go fuck another bitch.
no, as you get older, you should have a conversation. I think we should be able to sit there and have a conversation with one another and say why
Say
or
what?
before you get to the point where you
Those
think you're going to cheat.
conversations are
I
like-
feel like you need to have a conversation with your partner.
It's not a feeling that you like. There's no parameters on cheating. It's not a feeling like, oh, I'm gonna go cheat. That's something like that area is so gray.
Yeah.
That is something that you just shift into. It's not like you know what, this bitch pissed me off. I'm going to cheat right now. It's more so a psychological thing where you start thinking like, all right, it was cool. All right, now this bitch getting on my nerves today.
So let
Then it
me cheat on her.
becomes, This is annoying. Then it comes, all right.
Yeah, but then you
Even
don't
though you
leave.
find-
But then they don't leave. So my thing is like,
Right.
why cheat and cheat and cheat and cheat and don't leave? Leave then. Leave me alone. I'd rather you just leave me
Because
alone.
I-
Let me go through my shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be alright in
My
a minute.
own
Give me a minute. I'll bounce
theories,
back.
My own whorish theories, but I think that no, it's not even my own. I've seen somewhere where it says, "Show me a bad bitch, and I'll show you a nigga that's tired of her."
Mhm.
It's always like the girl is cool as fuck when it's
Bad.
not your girl.
Mm-hmm.
Once y'all together, you
It becomes-
start to see all
Those little things.
The littlest thing, and
Yeah.
you'll be like, and
Yeah, but then y'all don't want to see us with nobody else.
nah, I'm not like that. My thing is,
Bah.
once I'm done, bitch,
I know
see,
most men
see-
don't want to see
see-
their woman.
Listen, this is how I
with
look
nobody,
at it.
Like even if they broke up, they don't want to see nobody with.
If you do
they don't wanna
better,
see them nobody
or you
else.
do, listen. If you upgrade, good for you. If you downgrade, good for you.
I don't think.
see
I
you.
don't think none of my
Nah.
exes ever upgraded. I'm just saying.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
that's how I feel. I don't think.
I don't think
I
nobody
don't
ever
think you should
upgraded.
be so clingy to it because it's not. She's not yours. Like you had it for a moment.
You too. Like when you don't deal with a girl no more, it's like, bitch, I'm gonna be great.
Like I'm gonna be great without you.
And I feel the same thing.
And I'ma
with
be
the
great
nigga.
with
I'm gonna
you,
be
though.
great without you too. Like,
But I think I think more so women they become too more emotionally involved
we do.
with the whole.
Right, it's like
Let me find
you know
somebody
what?
else.
I thought of this the other day, right? Because there was a girl I used to really like, and then one day I just was like, anything she say to me bothers me,
Mm-hmm.
and I know I'm an asshole, but it still was like I don't like.
Shout out
this
to the
bitch.
assholes.
Shout out to the
But
asshole.
People, you know
Oh,
what?
and
I
both of
think
y'all
people
are, yeah.
lose sight of.
Mm-hmm.
Love is a temporary emotion and feeling like anything else. So when people are together and they love each other, they automatically attach this long-term or forever shit to it. When anger is some shit that I might be pissed off today, and then tomorrow I'm like, I ain't even tripping. It's the same thing with love. You could be infatuated with somebody,
Right.
and then 3 weeks from now, be
You
like,
could just be like, fuck it. Yeah.
I believe. Yeah,
No,
I
that-
believe
but-
that part. I really do. So let me ask you a question. I do believe that. But
No.
do you feel? I feel like some men are intimidated with certain women
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to the way they look, the independency that they. Yeah,
I don't
they
think-
do.
but
I think
if-
I have.
all right,
Listen to what
but
I'm saying. You're
go ahead,
not
go ahead,
understanding
go ahead.
because I'm talking about their physical appearance. I know some men are intimidated, meaning to the fact where they feel like they almost like they don't belong with this woman, like, you know, or just to the fact where you know that you have all these other men that probably you know want to be with her, that like her.
So you
and
jealous
some men
of her?
Can't deal with that. I don't want to say
So
jealous. I don't think they're jealous.
So are you saying like are you saying? And this is
I said intimidated. I don't know.
So I don't think any man should be intimidated by any woman.
No, they should not. But I'm saying
not her looks or her stature at all.
But you have women that do it. You understand? Women like, do it too.
How did I get her? Or
and then the fact that I have her and like, damn, like, you know. Not saying, oh, she's, you know, I'm not somebody that's done up, but just a beautiful soul from outside, inside, and knowing the fact that you know so many men that you possibly know want her or want to be with her. That's what I'm saying, like that.
Is that going on in your life right now?
No. I just asked a question.
Oh, no. All right.
No.
But independence.
Let me tell you something. What I got going on.
Most independent women take too much.
His mind is up here, so.
Independent women, I think that's what bothers a man more than anything else.
Is the independent?
Being independent, yeah.
No, not that they're independent. It's how much pride they take in being independent, as opposed to, bitch, you an adult. You should be independent.
No, you should be independent. That's not what I'm saying. You're right.
Like, oh, I got my own car, my own house.
Because you should.
You're supposed to.
Exactly. But then, you know what? Because now today, how a lot of girls are raised. Like, this is why I have the conflicts that I have with certain friends, too. They don't believe that certain things should happen in a relationship. To me, in a relationship, if I have my own place and I get involved with somebody and then he moves in with me, I don't feel like he's obligated to pay my entire rent. I don't.
Depending on who asks who to move in.
Right. It doesn't even matter to me.
Really?
Because you know why? Because I feel like at some time you're gonna do something. You can contribute something, but I don't want to make you. I'm not gonna make you feel like you obligated to do it. Because guess what? When I married, this was mine's first. Okay. My name is on this lease and not yours. So how am I gonna make a man pay rent for something? I mean, but I was doing this before he got here.
I don't think.
And if he ever leaves, I got to do it anyway.
I don't think you should I don't think a woman should force him. If you.
But most do, and they have this concept. Oh, girl, he living with you, and he don't pay. You don't pay your
rent. I do feel like if you. I never been in that situation, but I feel like if a man moves in with a woman, I feel like he should.
Do something.
He should contribute to something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nothing.
It don't got to be rent.
But most women focus on rent.
And I was dealing with her for a while, and she was like, "Oh, you should come stay." And I'm like, "I'll come over here anyway." But it's like, "Oh, bring it." My thing is like, I think like I said, I know love is temporary, so I think about the shit like some temporary shit.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, I don't want nothing in
like
your house.
this is only for tomorrow.
I wake up and be like,
I want to leave.
Fuck
I'm out.
This bitch. I don't like you no more. I don't want to be moving shit.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
I get it. I feel like.
But see, I look at
contribute. Yes, you have to contribute something. You can't just
I'm the cleanest nigga in the world, so shit is always.
But that's what I'm saying. Like at least contribute to something. Like if you know your ass is sitting at home all week because you ain't got shit to do, then pay the cable bill.
Right.
You know,
but I'm just saying most women, like some women I know, they feel like no, like he should be doing this, like everything. He should be taking care. No, but why? Why does he have to take care of everything?
How is their situation?
Well,
there you go.
Is that so?
There you go. Because you got to look at it like that. Like people can say things because their situation is not always tight.
True, but they also feel like too. I'm assuming that like that's the man he's supposed to. I feel like he's supposed to if y'all married.
They wasn't raised like that,
right?
Somebody
well, see, I was raised. Let me tell you how when I was raised in my household, there was my father. He was the provider. But also, so was my mother. She was the provider too. She had a career, and she was the provider as well. So everything was done equally. There was no because you're the man, you have to provide alone for your whole household. No, they did it together. So to me, that's why I don't have a problem with that today, like doing it together. But some people have a problem with that.
Sometimes,
and then I know some people have been in families or homes where the father was the provider and the mom stayed home and did X, Y, and Z. But if that's
So
how
the
y'all want
father,
everything
so
set
the
up, then
father
that's
was
fine.
home and the mother was the worker.
No, in my household,
No, I'm
growing
just
up?
no.
Oh no. They both.
I don't believe it. I believe that a man should work and a man should take care of the family. That's
So what do you think the woman should do?
The woman should take.
Stay home. If you're
the-
able, I don't think
If you able, yeah, but
Right, exactly. That's my point.
But
and it ain't that much
if you
fucking
able,
cooking and
but if-
cooking that you
but if
gonna
you-
do that I'm
but
gonna
if
sit in
you
the house
able-
and do it every day.
but if you able, yes, you should work. But also, you should have understandings that you should take care of the house, right?
Right, I get what
You
you're
should
saying.
take care of the house. Like, that's what I like. I like the fact that my wife, you know, because she's out of work because she just had the baby, she's home taking care of the baby in the house.
Right, but that's different. But I'm saying my thing is like, but then when she goes back to work,
Then she gonna take care of the house.
all right, but at some point you're going to contribute to something in the house, whether you doing
Oh,
the
yeah.
laundry, whether you're cleaning the bathroom,
Yeah.
helping like something. I'm
But
not just saying like leave everything. I don't believe. Yes, we should be the main source of making sure the home is together. I'm not saying
Remember
that.
this conversation.
As far as
Remember this
cleaning,
conversation we had,
cooking,
and
but
it,
at some point,
and it
you
goes
don't
to
have
it, though.
Wait, but you don't have to do it often. But at some point, I feel like the man should be able to contribute to cooking some dinner some nights.
Yeah,
But see, in my household, my father, he did all the cooking. Everything.
But that's different because then you have a man who likes to do certain things. You have a man
Because
who
that's what he
likes
likes to
cook. You
do.
have a
He
man-
did.
So like with me, I know that my focus is doing the laundry. Fucking, I like to do laundry. Only reason I like to do laundry is because it's like I like to see that. I like to smell the shit. I like to know that that I'm cleaning it and well, I'm not actually doing the physical, but I'm actually putting everything in for it to get
I like
clean.
to do certain things in the household
So,
too. I like to, particularly my bathroom and kitchen. I like doing that myself because I know I want to clean the way I want to clean.
But it goes to what we had we had a conversation a while ago. This was, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. We was talking about I don't make the bed. Like I know that I think that it's a woman's job to make the bed. Because
I just don't make the bed. I feel like I'm coming back.
But I feel like it's
my
a
bed is
woman's
not in a
job,
whole disarray.
though.
But I just feel like you feel like it's a woman's job.
I feel like it's a woman's
not, to me, it's not a
job.
woman's job.
Just like my job is to, my job is to do laundry. Her
No,
job
your job
is
is
to
not to do the freaking laundry.
because I like to do
That's
the
what
laundry.
you like to do it. That's
Yeah,
not
so-
your job though.
So it's not my job.
Maybe she likes to make up the bed because she wants
'Cause
it
that's her
made a
job.
certain way. It's not her job.
I made the bed before I left.
You did it today.
Absolutely.
See, then it wasn't her job. That
It was
means
fucked
you
up.
helped out.
It was
That
fucking-
was nice that
it
you
was,
helped out.
It was the worst bed making in the fucking
And you
world.
did it probably on purpose so that way she can continue to make the bed.
Probably.
So you don't, yeah.
Huh?
I lose my mind if the bed is not made.
Not me.
I need the bed made before I leave though.
I don't lose my mind. I lose my mind over if the toothpaste is squeezed from the fucking middle or some shit and not from the bottom. I lose my mind when you got your dirty clothes just left in the bathroom.
You gotta
Like
find
shit.
that little shit. I got these little shits on the toothpaste. My son be like, "Why the fuck y'all this dumb shit?" But it's some shit that you just pull up on the
Oh. Well, the kids need that because I got my own separate, like, I hate that. Like, stuff like that annoys me. I really have a big problem with stuff like that. I don't know why, but I don't know. Just when you come out the bathroom after you shower, just like, I don't know, take your dirty clothes with you, drop it in a hamper. Don't leave it in the bathroom. I can do, like, I got a bad
I like
habit
to
of
clean house.
tearing up my closet or drawer, like when I'm looking for something, and it's like, I'll come back and I got to come back and fix it all back, but I do have a big problem with that. But all right,
Clean the
everybody-
freaking house. Clean up.
You do too.
Clean up. Listen to Real Conversations podcast.
While you cleaning up?
While you cleaning up, you might get some good insight on how to fucking make the bed from a woman. Right, T?
Right.
Tell her how to make the bed.
Because your ass don't know how to make one.
Nah, all right. So you got to look at it like this: when you're living with a woman, and first of all, I don't think a man should ever move in with a woman. My personal opinion.
Yeah, that shit do.
That shit is whack. First of all, that shit is whack because
You could just give up it and my
Like-
heart was like, bitch, I'm never giving up.
like a man should never say, "Oh, babe, let me move in with you." Hell no. If a man say that to you, he's not a real man.
Yeah, definitely.
He's not a real man.
I never heard that. Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think no nigga either. He's
I mean, I've
homeless,
had it done twice.
Either he's homeless or he's not a real man.
No, I'm not his fault. I mean, the baby
Man,
dad,
nah,
he left
man.
his place to like he wasn't homeless. He had his own place.
But
maybe I'm a control freak, but I don't want to live in nobody else's shit because you're not gonna have the opportunity to be like, even if I'm paying for shit, it's still like, nigga, this is
still my
shit.
house, right?
And
exactly.
people feel like they have certain authority
because you know who do that?
It's true.
Women do that.
It's true.
That's why I say. That's why I say when men should not move in with women.
So do you think you should just wait until you both just move in together? Or,
I think that you should.
Or have the woman move in with the man.
It should new spot, like you said, new spot, new energy. Because mind you, all that come that's all
my God.
all that
so every
all
time
that's
somebody
come on
goes
a
to a new relationship, this is what they got to do.
all that come on the counter. Can't get that off.
Yes, you can.
All that.
Yes, you can. You can
All that
use
other
fucking
girl that
Clorox.
squirted in the sink. Can't get that off.
It comes out. Don't worry about it.
Trust me, for a woman, the smell is still there.
Yeah, pheromones.
For a woman, it's still there.
Like when a girl walk in your house and be like, what bitch you had in here? That shit is a natural.
Yeah.
I smell.
Listen.
And you be like, what the fuck you be looking like? You see hair? What
When-
the fuck
when-
you see?
I'm very observant.
and what's
I
crazy?
I do look. I'm.
When the house is
I
clean,
look around and I pay
when the
attention
house
to
is-
certain
when
I
things.
jump now, so they don't even gotta look. I got a lost and found in my crib for shit that bitches. I got all kinds of
What?
butterfly
Yeah,
balloons, fucking scrunchies.
Oh my God.
Like, yo, listen,
charges.
he has a sign. Yo, listen, anybody lost and found is this
I
way.
really got, my top drawer is full of shit. Like, if you see something new, then complain. Other than that, I got shit in here from 2012.
So why you holding on to it?
You know what?
So she's trying to say you can't hold on to you can't.
I'm not saying
It's
that
too
because if you're not
sentimental,
dealing with
really.
the person, then I feel like
Because I really don't. I'm a hoe.
you don't know who shit it really is. That's what it is. I get it. That's what it is. You don't know who shit it is.
Like,
That's why you just holding on because you don't
Oh.
want to throw. I don't want to throw nobody's shit away. No,
Well,
you
hold
just don't know
on.
who shit
This
it
belong to
is.
Amber.
It was like a thing. Like, I'm like,
And it's really
in,
fucking Monique
phases, so I
shit.
might deal with like the same 3 girls
Yeah.
for a long time. So it's like I don't cheat on those 3 girls that I'm dealing with at the time.
Interesting.
That's
Interesting.
very interesting. I gotta hear this.
Interesting.
So, and do they know or they don't know?
They know. Some know, some assume, some just.
I don't
feel
know
like,
if I can do that.
So let me ask.
well,
So
I'm a cool hoe. It's not like.
you're a bad hoe. Like,
so how do you do it? Like, do you like let them know like you're not the only one? I just have like maybe one or other,
No, I'm the
one or
most
two.
abrasive, honest
hoe?
person. Like Sumi's not here to vouch, but I will tell a girl like they're like, "Oh, what you doing yesterday?" I'm like, "I went on a date with a bitch," and this, and they're like, "Don't make me fuck you up." Whatever.
Okay.
But one time there was a girl who left a bracelet.
What's your sign?
Capricorn.
Oh, okay.
It was a bracelet in a pillowcase, and I'm like, "Who the fuck?"
How the fuck that happen?
No idea. So I'm like, "Who the fuck bracelet?"
You think they be leaving shit on purpose?
I don't know, but I threw it away,
Oh.
and I was like, the girl wanted to ask me like a week later, like, "Yo, did I leave my bracelet at your house?" And I was like, "Oh."
But you ain't you said you don't throw nobody's shit away.
But that's why I started keeping.
Oh, because of that.
everything.
You know what's funny is
Like,
that
my grandmother gave me that bracelet. This.
Oh
And
my
I was like,
I never like got into a situation like I know a lot of dudes that have where a woman left something. Like they was dealing with a woman, but they was dealing with some other woman who came over, gave them a little, and they had left something. Like, but sometimes I think women leave things intentionally.
That's what I said. Like you do it on
So,
purpose.
Like one time,
I'm taking my shit with me.
I
'cause
did
forget
laundry.
about it.
No, one time, no, my wife did laundry and she found something.
No, fuck me. She found something.
It was
what
like
did, what did she?
It was an airing, but like I already know,
Okay.
I already know that
oh,
the airing.
that's why you started doing laundry yourself.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nah.
Yeah. That's what it is.
No.
Now
So-
you know why that is his
It
calling.
was like,
His
nah,
calling
don't
to
touch
do
the fucking
laundry.
I'm doing this shit.
But I know where it came from. It came from the bottom of my foot when
That's
I
a
was
bad excuse. Even if you
Get
tell
the
the
fuck
truth,
outta
exactly.
No.
That's exactly what she told you.
no.
That's a bad
There's no
excuse.
way in the world that he can come home and say
it's
no.
possible.
It's
It's
probably
possible.
possible.
I know
But
what
you
he
know
means
how
because
women
I
are.
stepped on the earring and it was on the bottom. When I got in the house, I heard tick tick.
You hear
I'm like,
tick
what the
tick
fuck?
tick,
And
and
the
once you
pin-
scrape it
All right,
up or
and
it
it's
comes
possible,
out,
right? And you
But
stepped on
no
it, but you
girl's
stepped
going
on
for
it
that.
while you was with her in the fucking hotel or at her house.
Oh.
That's how
Oh,
you
my-
stepped on
who
that
goes
shit.
to the hotel
Yeah.
anymore? It's more expensive place.
Well, you
I
go
went
there.
to a
Oh.
hotel. Today's Saturday.
Some people, I know couples that just do
like,
it. I like hotels. They're really nice. I haven't, been in a while. But
shit. I got drunk bad and I wasn't gonna make it home. Like,
So you just went to a hotel.
no, I had to throw up, and the girl was like, "Yo, let's just."
Shout out to the Liberty Inn.
so,
People
you
realize
gotta
don't-
throw up. You just gonna go book you a room. Yeah,
It makes sense. Like, I don't want to be outside at the risk of, like, we was in a restaurant and I was like, oh shit. I felt like a bitch. Like, I'm about to throw up.
He was holding his stomach.
I feel like a
holding
bitch.
his mouth.
like
God.
everybody throws up. Like it's, you know,
I was
you
like, I
had
gotta
too
go to
much
the bathroom. I was in the bathroom. She's like, what you doing in the bathroom so long? I was like, man.
taking the shit. That's why.
Taking the shit.
I'd rather say that than fucking throwing up. And then after the fact, she's like, oh, let's go somewhere else. I was like, you don't want to just go to a hotel up the block?
Yeah, let me just like
I don't
throw
want
up.
to get
And,
I've got an Uber driver that made me get out before because I was throwing up on his shit.
I'd have put your ass out
So it
too.
was like, I don't want that risk again. So I was like, let me just get a room.
I don't.
Throwing up in somebody.
Should have just went. Where you was at?
It happened too quick.
Why you want to know where he was at?
Oh,
So I can give him a recommendation.
I'm not gonna mention.
Why
the spot.
you know- you
I'm
don't
not
need-
gonna mention
you-
the spot we go to on
Yeah.
here, but I found a spot like Sweet and Vicious.
Yeah.
It's just like it
Yeah.
in Times Square.
Shout out to that spot.
And the drink, no lie, I was fucked 3 drinks and I was
And the drinks are strong.
fucked.
I know
up.
another. I know a place too.
I was fucked up.
Sweet Brooklyn.
It wasn't
No,
no sweet Brooklyn. No, this shit
That's
was
a
in
spot.
the city.
Shout out to your
It's
spot.
really not my spot.
That's a Cougar's place.
That's yo.
No, it's
hold
not.
on.
Cougar,
Yo,
right?
we was
Yeah,
we
it's
was
not a Cougar
I went there
place.
before and
She
it was
dra-
like,
she
every
dragged-
girl in there was like
she
45.
dragged me there. Me and
It depended
Kev,
on the night. You probably went in there.
and it was like I want to say
Sue me like
a
that
bunch
shit.
of cougars.
Yeah,
there.
it is.
It was not. Don't fucking follow suit because
bunch of
that's
cougars
not
and city
what it
workers.
was.
That shit is full of cougars and city workers.
Oh, hold on,
Not
she
true.
laughing
No,
because it's
not
true.
It's not.
She
It's
said,
really
maybe
not.
some people in there are both.
No, I've been in there a few times and it's not. Well, more than a few times. But
I think you've been in there. I mean, like 4 times.
No, I've been
Probably a
in
little
there more
more
than 4
time.
times.
Probably like 10. I think if you've been in this spot like 4 times, that's your place.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
That's your place. Like that's your place. Like
I'm about to my place.
if you tell me like, have you been to like a certain place? Like you know, a man would take all his hoes, right? Not me, but hoes. That's the place. That's the whole place, right or wrong.
Well, I ain't going there on no dates, so it doesn't.
No,
it
you
doesn't
just
matter.
went. You just
It's not a date if you taking your hoes.
yeah.
I
There
don't
you
have
go.
any hoes.
The girl
Like,
I was
I went with
told
my
me
friends.
she made it clear, like, not to say she was a hoe, but she might be. But she was like, "This is not a date, just so you know." I was like,
Okay.
All right, cool,
Like,
cool,
I'm
bitch.
sure you ain't think that anyway. Like coming from you anyway. She like he probably was like, all right.
"Thank you,
Say,
bitch."
cool, bitch. I'm good.
Because I really only speak to her like every 2-3 months.
Nah, you.
Oh, when you want to.
I think
No,
he's
she
supposed to
told me,
though.
But it wasn't like I don't really bother with her like that because of that reason. Like it was times where I would text her and she texts me back 3 days later, and I automatically
don't
think, "Hold
like
on."
Oh,
that.
You know,
so
she-
y'all
like
do it,
that.
but y'all don't like that shit.
No,
dealt
she's
back
cool.
for
That's
y'all.
why I was like, all right, bet. Like you could do whatever you doing. But my thing is, if I didn't have sex,
I
with
just
a
feel
girl
like
yet,
text me back at some
I didn't
point.
have
I mean,
sex
gotta
with
be
a girl,
immediately, but just
and she texts me back like 2 or 3 days later, I won't block her, but it's over after that. Bitch, don't text me. You ain't. That
I feel like
fucking
if
bitch.
I don't text you and if I text you back 2-3 days later, I'm not interested. Leave me alone.
Yeah, she not.
Just like
Just
that's
text.
why I hate.
How
you
about
know
just
what I'm
text
about
me
to
and
do?
tell me to leave you alone? Like
I feel like
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
fucking
Ain't
hit.
that
But
much
listen,
I forgot or I'm busy in the world.
that's how I feel about my DM. It's just like I feel like I need to just deactivate it. I know I use it for this purpose here, but I'm just gonna create a separate email.
what you
probably.
use it for? Real Conversations podcast.
Yes.
Go to DM niggas.
Go to
I
DM
don't
people.
DM anybody.
Shout out to Real Conversations
I
podcast, the
don't
most
DM
consistent
people.
podcast.
Well, I DM the for interviews. That's what I do. But but then you got people that be in my DM
Somebody's
that's
in her
constantly
DM
in
now.
my DM. Like it's annoying.
We should get Sumi to read her. I've seen Sumi DMs. That shit is like a fucking house party.
Yeah.
You should see the shit.
And
that-
it's a-
Do you entertain people in your DM?
I try not to entertain. I try to just say like hi, and then it gets to the point. It's like okay, I'm okay. I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna date. No, I'm okay. I'm good. And then some are very persistent. They won't stop. Then some they do stop.
You kind of gotta be disrespectful. Or rude
And I
to
try,
someone
and
else
I'm
or
not
something.
disrespectful and rude. That's the thing. Unless you really, really,
You
really
gotta
push
tell
me,
a
and I
nigga
feel like
yo, come on, you can take me on a date if you let me put my thumb in your butt. The nigga might be like, oh, all right, you got it.
Or he might say,
Niggas are persistent.
"That's my
you know
type
what?
of
Then
shit,
I'm
dog."
gonna try that.
Yo,
I'm want to try that.
Niggas
What?
don't give up.
Say
Like I
that.
said, I've
They
seen so
don't
many
give
DMs
up.
and some niggas
Even if
just
they
like,
text, even if they DM me on a Monday and I don't respond, and it's 3-4 days later,
All
and
right.
I delete the DM, and then you come back and you DM me again and say like,
So
stop.
this is what we're gonna do next time. We're
And
gonna
I
have
don't
people
wanna be
read.
disrespectful.
We're gonna have people
We're gonna have a
down
read.
in the DM section.
We're gonna have a
when
read.
Bianca and Sumi come
We're gonna
back.
have people
y'all gonna
read
y'all
they
We're gonna have
DMs.
it down in the
And
DM
I'm
section.
getting me, Sonny, and Kevin is gonna comment.
Yeah. Well, you pretty much
there was a
see what
nigga
goes
that
on my
DM'd
DM,
Sumi.
so
Happy Father's Day.
what?
Just for attention.
attention.
It's like,
Like,
what
why the fuck would you do that?
have
Just
to-
for attention. Just to say that I want to lick your butt.
Sorry, Sumi, for telling your business, but
Should be alright though. But listen, that's dope though. Like if we have people come on and like the baddest bitches, right? And they read their DMs.
down in the DM segment.
Battle of the DMs.
And I
segment.
hate that.
Fab just had an issue with that when he tried.
What he do with Shorty, right? And Shorty had some big titties. She had a big ass, but she was like, and she had like posted some shit like, I'm in love. I don't fuck. I want my teeth.
Yeah,
that was the funny thing.
Wow.
She said, "I hate cheaters.
I hate cheaters and I hate abusive niggas. I was like, yes.
I'm engaged."
I was like, that's what I'm talking about because I like shit like that. Because now he's looking at it like, damn, I shouldn't have said nothing.
Yeah, I think that was.
But it's not gonna hurt him.
Alleged, but if he did it, I think that was like a poor. After a certain level of status, I think you should
Success.
You should tell your friends to call a bitch. Like,
Yeah. See,
people know
Shout
who
out
your
to Teak.
friends are when you a
So
certain.
that's what you do. Tell your friends to call.
when you're a
Shout out-
certain type of famous.
Yeah.
You like
you control that.
yeah.
You control that social
Like
media.
yo, her.
Mm-hmm.
Get her.
Because I think his problem is that he's always on and that's not necessarily a problem. I feel like that's something that he does frequently is he's a social media type of individual. So he will always Snapchat or FaceTime or whatever, or send pictures or post pictures, right? He has to refrain from that, being at the situation that he was in,
Right.
refrain from that, and then have
Right.
somebody else do it.
Mm-hmm.
Hire somebody like Teak to do it.
I'm not
Hire
even
me to
DMing
do
no
everything.
bitches. I don't DM.
I'm not
like
DMing. I DM'd one a couple of times.
because I got pride issues, and I just don't ever want a bitch to be like,
Oh nah, I ain't
What we
doing
need?
it.
We need an assistant or
this
something.
nigga DM'd
Well,
me.
If you listening to this podcast, we all listen to assistant 18 to 25 years old.
Cute. So that
cute.
way when you DM niggas, they just don't be like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck this podcast and this ugly ass bitch.
Cute, a very social media savvy. We should say, right? Social media savvy is a really good word
Yeah, you
to
have
use.
to be.
Very-
So I can stress you out the way I get stressed
Yes.
out.
And you have to be very cute. So we can say, okay, she's very cute. Not say that she's social media got her looking crazy.
That's what gets some of the guests, I think, when they get a DM from a pretty
From a
girl.
woman, yeah, absolutely. I think 95% of the guests that came on was because Teak slid into their DM. Yeah.
You gotta
to
say
this
it
show.
like that.
I'm coming to this
It
shit.
is.
I'm coming to
I
this shit.
slide into my DM.
And this is shit we talk about off the air, but we're gonna talk about on the air too.
Why not?
She slides in, and they slide out.
Professional DMer.
There you go. That's what we
Professional
should.
DM.
But that's what we should call it though, like a professional DMer. Like we should just post it on Indeed.
Are we looking for DMers?
Yeah.
Serious inquiries only.
Yeah,
Wait, is that camera on?
You gotta know how.
that camera is on. It looks like it's on.
You gotta know how to slide in the DM.
And
art.
it's
The
an art.
of-
It's an
art
art.
to
It's an
this.
art to sliding.
Art to this shit.
It's
the
an art to
of
sliding.
DMing. We need a segment. We need
Yeah.
a show on that. The
Yeah.
art of
Okay.
DMing.
You gotta be really nice, polite. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna teach them.
No, we're gonna teach you shit. We gotta bring our friend up.
You know what I don't like? I don't like girls that act like they so taken back by a nigga DMing them. Because girls fuck off of DMs.
Yeah, they fuck off just saying hi.
I've had relationships from a bitch DMing me before.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I think everybody's fucked from somebody DMing. So like girls used to act like, oh, that's so creepy, that's a stranger. or-
Shout out to Melissa from
I mean, they go out and they
Rihanna
meet
best
people
friend.
when they do it, so, I mean,
It's the same shit.
Same
Yeah.
shit. Let me slide in. I'm just saying.
Nigga will kill you and rape you if he meets you at a bar. The same way a
Yeah,
nigga will kill you and rape you if you
Well, yeah,
DM him.
right?
But a couple years ago, it was a dude that did that shit off of Craigslist though.
He did.
Yeah, he killed the woman off of Craigslist.
Word.
But this is what I'm saying.
But somebody slid in my DM back in November, and I've been a happy camper ever since then. So.
Oh, see, she about to get married from a fucking DM.
No.
Your soulmate can be a DM away.
This is the toast.
No, but I know.
How did y'all meet? I slid in her DM.
That is not how we met, though.
Hey, Dad, how you met Mom?
DM'd her.
That is not how we met, though.
And
We
now-
knew each other, but you know.
Now she's a
we just
professional
happened
DMer. Now she just be sliding in and out.
Whatever.
Oh my God.
I didn't just mean him like.
I'm gonna give me a page.
Got to get a page.
Yeah, you don't have to put your picture up there or nothing. Just, you know.
I want to know if somebody had like a Cal up there would like still let somebody slide in the DM. I think it takes a pretty woman to slide in the DMs. It takes a pretty woman. It don't like we don't.
Yeah, you gotta do the check. Like somebody DM you.
But I've never
the funny
slid
part
into
is,
a
when
guy
somebody
DM
DMs
like
me,
on
when
some
I
like
used to have
dating something.
Instagram
Yeah,
and
I
somebody
can't do
DMs
that.
me, I'm going back 200 weeks before I even replied to the DM to be like, all right, the bitch is for real cute. You look for the pictures without the filters, the makeup, and then you look for the common followers to be like, oh no, you my baby mom friend. Like I'll fuck.
Oh no. Yeah, you have to.
Knowing, like,
Yeah. She knows though, right?
Well, now maybe.
Well,
I don't think. I asked one of the girls. I asked, and she was like, because I saw the common followers, and I was like, oh, let me. Like I said, I like to be honest, so I'm like, let me speak about this. Even though me and my baby mom wasn't together, I still don't want to look like the creep.
yeah.
So I was like, let me
Even
ask
though you
this
are,
girl
but nah,
before.
just-
I'm not a creep.
He's like,
I think
Creep is
I'm
sneaky. I'm not sneaky.
I think
all
I'm
right,
a
you're not
creep.
sneaky,
I'm a
but
creep.
he's a creep.
Girls know what they're getting into when they deal with me, and it's not a bad thing you're getting into. It's just like
They
the
get into
good
some
outweighs
shit.
the bad.
Right. But if you're the type of person that can't take that honesty, then that's probably where it goes wrong. And see, I once was that person, but now I need
learned
the
that.
honesty.
I learned that
Even if
a
it
lot of
bothers
girls want to
me.
be lied to.
You do.
If
No,
that makes
you're
sense.
right. It makes a lot of sense because that was once me. That's what I just said. That was once me some years ago.
So
years
you'd rather
ago.
be lied to
At
than
the
told the
time,
truth. That's
listen
good.
to what I'm saying. Years ago at that time, yes. Because it's almost I didn't want to hear the truth. Now I prefer the truth. I don't care how much it may annoy me for a hot minute, get me a little bothered. I'd rather you give me the truth.
I'd rather lie.
And I think that comes with maturity
I think
getting older,
right.
and just but being
that
young.
the lying comes from women wanting a certain perspective and men wanting sex. Like the conversation that we had a couple weeks ago, where it was like, the world would be a better place if a man could just walk up to a girl and fuck
And
who he
grab
wanted to,
them,
right?
yeah.
Because
Shout out to
men
Jameis
feel
Wilson
the
who
need
does that.
to bend their true feelings verbally for the sake of getting what they want from a woman. When naturally, most of the time, all
That's what
you
I'm talking
want to
about.
do,
That's one of them.
naturally, all you want to do is fuck a girl 9 out of 10 times.
Right.
If you like a girl, like my own personal experience, I wound up liking a girl after the fact of dealing with them. Like most girls, I wound up having sex with them before I really get to know them. So it's like once you get to know them, it's like, all right, it was cool, we had sex, but
Now it's
it
more
ain't
like
that cool
shit,
no
yeah.
more. And that's when it turns into, oh, you changed. No, bitch, I didn't know you. It's not that I changed. I just didn't know
I didn't know what I was
didn't
getting
like about you yet.
Yeah. I think you have to learn that, like, and that's some
And a
things
lot
is
of
just
times men
self-taught.
fear. No man ever wants to be like, that's my homegirl. In a certain aspect of it,
Yeah.
you're not gonna say, yo, you got a great personality, man. I fucking love this girl. Like you think like when you see a girl, you don't look like maybe she looks like she got a nice foot.
Nah,
you
we
see
look
physical.
at-
You
we
thinking
look-
like,
We look like damn.
fuck her.
It looked like she went to she got a bikini wax.
right.
You know, it looked like she got everything
So
done.
to increase your chances
like
of fucking,
those?
a lot of times you lie to a girl,
Right.
or you kind of bend the truth, or you do things that you don't give a fuck to do to have sex with a girl. Like I've learned, like it's easy for me. It's easy if I be like, yo, let's go out to eat and drink. We're gonna go somewhere cool, and girls get drunk, and their inhibitions are not the same once they've like, oh, this nigga's mad cool. He not rapey. He took me somewhere cool.
Hold on.
You not rapey?
Yeah, you know some niggas is too aggressive, so it's
They
like, yo,
can
what
be,
you
yeah.
doing later?
Rapey. I like that word.
That's
Even
the
though
word. Today's word is rapey.
Hold on, it's two.
Don't be rapey.
DMer.
Don't be rapey.
DMer
and rapey. I like
Don't be a rapey DMer.
Don't be a rapey DMer. That's crazy. So, do you prefer you like shaved or unshaved?
Shaved. Very much shaved.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with shaved. It just makes things
What Big said?
easier. Some guys don't like shaved though.
They're crazy.
I mean, maybe they
don't
maybe
like
they
it
tolerate
crazy. No, they don't like shave.
I like my. I don't like no hair. No
Listen,
hair
because
between.
before we
You could
started
see
doing
what's
all the
going
waxing
on.
and stuff, y'all was taking that shit as it was before.
When you
a
was a teenager,
It was
bush,
different.
yeah.
It was different. Now I'm
that
a
was
grown
porn.
up.
Like you gotta think when you watch porn when you was younger, they wasn't shaving.
It wasn't shaving. It was
Right.
bushy.
Like
It was a
hairy
bushy.
porn.
Right.
It looked
Yeah.
like beards.
Yeah. You had to
Now-
like we had the braids and shit.
Yeah.
Now it's more like
Now
it's
that's
settled.
what the porn industry
It's a
turned to. Certain niggas is like,
It's a settled type of vagina.
What?
and
Yes,
it's all
a
type
settled
of like
vagina.
laser and wax centers all over the fucking place now. So
So do y'all shave?
I do for the most part.
I like shave. I don't like all that hair because you can't be giving somebody no head and that got a bunch
I'm not
of
going to
hair
get
down
a wax
there.
though.
No, I'm
like
not
a
saying
girl
no. You're a
or no
man,
shit
so I
like
just think
that.
you should have a little
I
shaver.
got like a little razor
right? And
thingy.
you know, in the shower you clean up. That's what you do. Like,
But I think overall, I think it's just based on what's the common trend. Like I said, in the 80s, when I was a little nigga watching porn,
Right.
it was hair all over the place.
right.
Now it's
But they saying that actually the hair is supposed to be there for protection. I don't
protection
like
from
it.
what?
So they say like certain things like germ. I mean, like I don't want to say it because that's a lie.
I think
STDs,
the hair
but
makes
it's supposed to
The hair holds smells, I think.
I mean, if it's not
Like,
properly
if you
being
been outside-
clean,
if you been
yeah.
outside all day, it's kind of like
I mean, I feel like if you keep it clean down there, wash, as long as like shampooing your hair on the top of your head. You're gonna use your soap and shampoo it and make sure it's good. And they even have feminine things that you could, like lightly spray it with if you need to. I ain't talking about putting no other stuff down there.
that's tricky. I don't want nothing smelling too good. 'cause
No,
that's
you
like
don't want it
hot or something.
smelling good. But some women at certain times of the year they sweat more
You
down
need
there.
like a 20
So it's
to
not.
know that
No.
shit
You're not hot.
or nothing.
Once you go up in that vagina and come back out of it, you'll know if it's good or not. You're gonna smell like whatever you think is being hidden. You're gonna find it out once you go up in there because that's where the smell lies at, up there. That's it. And that's another thing that people kind of get screwed up where. Oh, especially I hate to hear girls go, my shit smell like roses. No, it don't. It's not supposed to. Your pussy is supposed to smell like pussy.
Right.
It is, and it has like that natural like pussy. Yeah, but it's supposed to smell like that.
My limit is like 12%. It should be like a 12% twang. Anything over that is.
Then that's yes, you
your
gotta go
pH
doctor.
balance. You
Something's
need to
off, or you need to go doctor.
You need to drink water. Eat
Something.
yogurt, and all kind of other shit.
But there's no such thing as everybody's talking about, oh, it smells like this and it smells like that, and it tastes. No, it doesn't. It's supposed to smell what it is down there. It's like, and it's pussy. That's what it smells like. Anything like you said over a certain
12%,
yeah.
12% is the twang limit.
How you know what's 12% though? How did you get the 12%? Like
12% is like I smell it, but it's not bothering me. Like
it has like a little maybe.
I've never had me personally deal with a girl and be like, what the fuck? But I've been somewhere where somebody else was having sex with somebody, and you walk in the room after, and you be like, what the fuck was y'all? It smells like.
Whoa. Yeah, that's
what
not
the fuck
good.
was y'all
Because
doing
we
in here?
smell ourselves anyway. I mean, at least I would be able to smell me before anybody.
Some people just ignore that shit.
Yeah, that's not cool. Because it's an incubator down there. Shit. Especially when you just letting somebody come in, you gotta make sure, you properly take care of yourself down there. That's what it is.
Shout out to the girls who smell like less than 12%. So if you smell like less than 12% and you social media savvy and you're a professional DMer, then send your resume to Real Conversations Podcast to become an official assistant. And it's a paying gig.
Wait. Go back. It's a paying gig?
I just made that up.
Yeah, because I'm like, then the fuck I just might as well keep my job. I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing, seriously. He's serious though. No, we serious about it. We do. I don't know if they want to do it for the summer.
That's good for a summer job.
Something for the summer, right?
Summer's like almost over before it even started. Summer started like 2 days ago, right? The 21st?
The 21st. So that was Thursday. That was my son's birthday.
Happy
birthday. He turned 20 years old.
20?
But that's my baby. That's still my baby.
Wait, that's not your youngest child?
That's my oldest.
Oh.
He's 20.
Damn.
Yep, and that's my baby.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta come.
Can't find him?
It's like amazing here, I'm telling you.
We lost the guest.
Oh,
even though he's late, we not gonna let nobody pass. Because it's almost like a probation officer when every nigga be like, yo, yeah, the train was messed up, or yeah, I got stuck here. Every guest that comes here is fucking late, and everybody uses the same excuse that it was traffic or accident. I'm waiting for the guest to be like, my mom, give us something good. Like, nigga, tell us your mother died.
Damn.
Or your wife went into labor, or
how about you was like, I'm just late. Like,
give us honesty. It's real conversations.
Like,
come here and be
don't
real.
Don't lie to me. Just I'm late.
We don't want to hear about your traffic. I was
drinking the night before. If I'm late, it's because everybody know I'm a little tardy.
We gonna ask him was he late because he went to Cityscapes last night.
Right, that'd be nice. Shout out to my sister.
What show?
She went out to Angels. I said, okay, somebody was grown.
To Angels.
She went to Angels last night.
To who? Your sister?
Yeah, she turned 55 today.
How old?
55.
What's she doing at Angels?
Listen, living her best life. That's what she doing. I'm telling you, living her best life. See? 55. Swipe left. Sis was turned up. She enjoyed her birthday.
I know her.
How you know her?
What's her name?
Where you know her from?
I done touched the wrong shit. I don't know how to eat. What's her name?
Oh, God. You want me to say it now on the air? We'll talk about it after the air, because I don't know.
I'm about to DM her.
Oh, God. And that's what I wrote, too, on the post. And stay out of her DM. That's DM crazy. Her. I sure did right there. I was like, hey, sis. And stay out of her DM.
Hey, sis.
Sis like,
She don't look 55, though.
She don't. She looks, I hope
She's
I look
married?
like that when I get 55. Yeah.
She's not happily married. How long she been married?
Shit. What do you mean she's not happily married?
Because she went to Angels. Nobody at 55 happily married is going.
That's
55
not
happily
true.
married, you going to a fucking wine tasting or a couple's cooking.
Once she turned 50, she was like, I'm
exactly.
out.
Once she turned 50, she was like, I don't even like this nigga like that, but I've been married for this
17
long.
17 and probably married for about 30.
Yeah,
something.
they over each other already. They've both cheated. She listens to this podcast? Maybe not.
Know.
They both cheated on each other.
Oh, now we got the relationship therapist.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. 30 fucking years, somebody cheated on somebody.
Somebody cheated.
I think it's her.
But will it be acceptable if somebody did cheat?
I think cheating.
If you've been with somebody that long?
I mean, it's no parameter to say.
Right,
all
but
right.
I'm just saying, like, I guess you've been with that person since you've been with him since you were 17.
I wouldn't say it's acceptable, but it's more like you can't wear the same fucking sneakers every day. It's like, let me try to wear something else.
As long as they come back and, like it's not like nobody leave nobody.
It's not as long as you come back. I think it's your temperament of how you deal with it after. I was with my baby mom and she cheated, and I was like, I never thought I would say that, but I was like, I wasn't cool with it,
right.
But I dealt with it at first. Like, then when it happened again, it's different because I was cheating too, but I didn't get caught. So it's like my cheating don't count. It's not cheating unless you get caught.
Oh, so you don't get caught, it don't count.
No. So because you don't know.
So what? So you gonna have all these men out here thinking like, listen, nigga, because you ain't get caught, that means it ain't happening.
Right. So you can approach the situation with your chest out. If she don't know you did nothing and she got caught, then you can't say, listen, you know what? I cheated too, and we need to fix this. You take that shit to the grave with you. That's only right. Because I'm pretty sure it's things that you've done that you won't tell your current partner that you've done.
Like what?
It don't gotta be cheating.
No, it don't have. That's what I'm saying. Like what though? If it ain't
Just
cheating,
in general. Cheating is anything that you can't tell the other person anyway.
True. Well, in my
opinion,
cheating
isn't always sexual. So I think
not.
like if
it's not. And I can admit at one point with my ex, like when we was together, because he cheated so much, and it was like, all right, enough is enough. I entertained some text messages, but they wasn't like fresh. They was just pretty much like, let's go on a date. You know, I knew let's go on a date. And then, in the beginning, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go on a date. But I only agreed to going on that date, honestly, because, I had just found that he was cheating. We had got into it. So, but once everything became a little better and back to normal, I never even made it out on that date. Because I didn't want to go anyway, but when you in that mixed up.
But see, that was my point that I made earlier about how cheating and infidelity is not an abrupt thing. It's kind of like a gradual, step-by-step thing that you just kind of... It's almost like you don't realize it until you in it. For men, it's more like... Men, it happens a little more rapidly. So it's like women think more when they cheat. So that's why I think
and you're right, because...
Men are hurt more when women cheat because, like, bitch, you super premeditated this shit.
You could be right about that.
A man can cheat. Like, a girl could be like, nigga, you spilled juice in the refrigerator, and you might be like, this bitch always got something to say. And you might just be out somewhere and wind up dealing with a bitch. It's not that you like the other girl or that you don't love the girl you with. It's just that we don't have the same process as women when it comes to cheating. Because we're more, like I said, we're more primitive in our thought pattern when it comes to dealing with women. Like I said, most men would they don't look like, yo, she look like she got a nice personality, or this girl looks like a man can fuck a girl and don't care how smart she is, how productive she is, whether she cooks. Like, I seriously jokingly, throughout my teen years and even up to now, I used to always be like, I don't want a bitch that got a job. Not to be my girl, but in general, because I used to hate if I'm out and about and I want a bitch to come to my house or come with me and she's like, oh, but I gotta go. I used to get tired of hearing that shit. I gotta go to work in the morning, or I gotta do this, or I gotta take care of this. You be like, I need a bitch that don't got no priorities. That way I can have fun when I get ready to have fun with her. So women think 10 steps ahead, like, all right, if I cheat, before they cheat, they done figured out how much this nigga makes, if she's gonna break up with this nigga, and if this nigga can cover what this nigga was covering when he's going, if she was supposed to drop her boyfriend's mother off to the doctor on the 25th, she already made it her business, like, you know what, I'm dealing with this nigga, I'm gonna start an Uber account to make sure this nigga mother still get to the doctor on the 25th so I don't look like a bitch, but I'm gonna fuck this other nigga. And once you start thinking like that, it's over for this first nigga.
Right. I mean,
a man can cheat, fuck 20 bitches, and come home and not blink twice and act like nothing happened.
Yeah, I guess we'll be real guilty. We gonna go through emotions.
Girls kind of tell on it, not physically tell on themselves, but it's more like girls can't hide certain behaviors when they start cheating. Whether it's not texting you back as quick, whether it's when I've learned when girls cheat, they act annoyed with
some of the shit you did that they wasn't annoyed with before.
Right.
That's true.
So it could be the smallest shit. Like, you could rub her hair and she like,
come on, touching my fucking hair.
What the fuck you touching my hair for? You like, bitch, I didn't even touch the top. I didn't touch your crown.
Exactly.
I didn't shift your closure.
You just did this to the end of
I
it,
touched
right?
the fucking end, and you like, what the fuck you touching my hair for?
So do you believe if your girl went out and cheated and then came home a day later and had sex with you, would you be able to tell from having sex with her afterwards if she cheated?
That shit,
or kissing her?
I think that's a rumor. I think girls can hide the fact that they cheat. I think it's more so her mannerisms and demeanor dealing with you.
It depends. I believe
like,
to a certain
I don't think
extent.
I've ever fucked a girl and be like, oh, hold on, this shit feels different. You've cheated. I said it may be a situation where you might be like, all right, you not into it, but that could be for any reason. I think overall, when a girl cheats, in her mind, she's already broken up with you. So she starts to treat you like the nigga that she's broken up with. And the same thing pertains like a man would do. Bitches don't just be like, oh, I want to cheat, I'm leaving. Some girls be like, you know what? I'm not leaving this nigga until I'm certain of my next situation. A nigga might be like, I don't give a fuck if I'm going to get kicked out and I'm homeless after this bitch kicked me out. Right. I like this other bitch, because men think like this bitch is cool. Every man naturally thinks that the bitches outside are cooler than what's at home. Not to say you should act on it, but you always like a bitch more when it's not your bitch, because you don't have the obligation to her. So it could be a bad bitch and you don't have to, she can't ask you why you didn't answer your phone or why you didn't text me back or where are you. When she's your girlfriend, you can't say mind your fucking business or just ignore it.
Right.
Mind your fucking business.
Yeah. No,
that's what I
say that shit.
You could say. I feel like you could say whatever you want.
So we was talking about how
my bad people.
How women cheating is far more premeditated, right?
Yeah. Because
it's very much, unless you a hoe.
Yeah.
Unless you want to just claim your hoism. women.
Shout out to the hoism.
Women cheat.
Three words. That's more 3 words. That
meticulous, strategized manner.
Damn, he had to put the meticulous.
Yeah, because a bitch will cheat on you like a bitch will tell you like you're cheating. As men, our cheating is more obvious because it could be the dumbest shit. She's like, you'll start an argument
because she ain't make the chicken correctly.
Right.
Yeah,
you be like, what the fuck?
That's not fried chicken. That's pork, huh?
I told you to buy boneless chicken cutlets. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then you don't come home and it's like, all right, nigga, you cheated.
But for a woman to cheat, I feel like you have, like, say you don't make enough, right? So she be like, you know what? I'm gonna get this nigga. I'm gonna just mess with this dude and walk around with all this good shit on. And
I just said that. I said she's gonna make sure that this nigga can cover whatever you was like.
Whatever you like.
That's true.
If she had to take your mother to the doctor on the 25th, that bitch is gonna get an Uber account so she don't look like a bitch to your family and be like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to drive you, but I'm gonna have a car come pick you up.
I got a car. They're not even gonna say Uber or Lyft or they're gonna. I got a car. So
they still save face, but
listen, as long as they're not saying a cab, we're not gonna say no cab no more. You got a car to come pick you up.
You got a car. Who the fuck are you?
So you sitting there calling her a bitch, and your mother be like, "Where's what's her name? She was nice. She sent me a town car and everything and take me to the doctor.
The driver was just a nice guy.
He had peppermints and water in the back and everything.
Bitch, she would have knew. Ma, she
would have
knew.
And you sitting there like, Ma, listen, fuck that bitch. And she's like, don't call her that. She's a sweetheart.
She's a sweetheart.
But she's sucking another nigga dick because she's pissed off with you about whatever dumb shit.
And women are very vindictive.
Mm-hmm.
We can be, yes.
Shit.
No.
Well, because y'all push us to that point to be fucking vindictive.
I think it's y'all fault.
No, it's y'all fault.
I've had a girl pepper spray my car, right?
Wow.
So, like, and you know what's funny? The funnier shit is she was here. She went with us to eat.
Oh, wow. That was her?
Right.
Shout out
my ex, right?
Shout out to his ex.
She threatened me before, like, yo, I'm gonna pepper spray your car. And I ain't thinking nothing of it when she said it. But when it happened months later, right, I had a girl in the house.
Mm-hmm. Oh, damn.
So she's knocking on the door. I'm like, yo, ain't nobody in da da da. Just go home. Whatever. I play fake angry. Get the fuck. I don't even want you to come in because you popping up. It was a bitch in it. I come outside 5 a.m. and she's in front of the building with a hoodie on. Like, oh, where the bitch at? Now, mind you, I guess she left and came back, but the girl had took a cab home.
Yeah, smart.
So
smart
I go get in the car, whatever. I had the tequila shit. So all I gotta do is touch the door. I get in the car. I'm like, damn, scratch my face. I'm like, the fuck, face not burning. So me not thinking of it at first. I rubbed my eye.
Like, I never heard of that shit.
I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? I get out the car, so now I'm like, I'm coughing and shit. Now as I'm coughing, I put my hands over my mouth. I'm coughing more. I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, yeah, she's standing across the street still like, yeah, nigga, I pepper sprayed the fucking car.
Pepper spraying the car now.
That shit is dope though.
I never
Yo, you know what? You know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you the funny shit, right? We was cool the same night.
Yeah.
After we spoke or whatever. Cool, I get it. You mad.
You was cool after
No,
we did that.
I had to commend that. I was like, yo, that was
dope.
some,
Yeah,
some
that was
smart
shit. Yeah.
shit.
That was.
I was like, damn. And my thing was like, you didn't break shit. Like before that, she wrote like in my door with a key, like not on my car door, but on my house door. Mm-hmm. She keyed sneaky on the door,
and she smelled it right there.
And it wasn't the same night, but there was a different incident. But I had to buy a new door. It was like $150, some shit like that. But that's my issue. Like, bitch, I don't care if you do shit that don't break no fucking window, don't touch my clothes. Hit me if you that mad. Hit me.
I'd rather the hit me part.
And I can hit you back
than the break.
And we cool after that.
But you was saying walk away. Go
no,
take
I'm
a
not
walk.
that. I'm not a big tall nigga. Tall niggas can just hold your arms, bitch. If you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back, but like a fucking boy.
I'm not. Like I won't say. Hit me. I'd rather you hit me than key my car.
Yeah, don't key my car. Don't break a window. That shit is expensive as fuck.
That's why they do it, because we know it's
Don't
expensive.
even pepper spray my doors or whatever.
That was
some
move.
smart shit right there.
Now you're gonna have bitches out here pepper spraying niggas' cars for just walking around the street. Oh, let me just spray that shit.
I'm like,
no, I had to after I was
pepper
cool.
spray
I
his
had
car.
to laugh because I was like, damn, she really like.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yo, I'm just leaving. She was like, all right, go ahead then, nigga. Got a car, boop boop. It's like, fuck. Oh, what the fuck? My face started getting warm. I'm like, what the fuck? Started itching and burning.
Shout out to her because she crazy.
We're not gonna say her name.
Nah, we're gonna leave her where she at.
That's some certified crazy.
That's some certified crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, she used to pop up like
that
was her shit.
She probably out the side of the studio.
You know what's funny? She was like I said, I used to always deal with the same 3 girls for months or whatever the case is. Like I don't just be like fucking this bitch and this bitch. It's usually like a pack. Mm-hmm. So I usually got like 4
a pack
or 5.
Like you went and bought a pack of chicken
for a year at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Some go in and out, some more frequent hours, but it's generally the same group of girls. And it was one girl that I dealt with a lot that she was following. She started following the girl. Like I guess
hate when women start doing that shit. That shit is pain.
And the girl would be like on Snapchat and would post something in my house, and she'd be like, "Oh, I know that bitch over there." I saw you like, how you know? She's like, yeah, because she put that picture up, and I know the curtains in the kitchen popped up. Wow. Another time, she was like she would always be like, "Where you at?" Like if this other girl would put up any dinner shit, because that was my thing. Like I like to go out to eat and drink, and where you at?
Who you with?
And no one should already know. Yeah.
She not gonna ask if she don't know already.
But what's crazy is that why do women decide to follow other women?
I never did that.
That's your boyfriend or or even I even seen this though. You start like you get the number and you what is that? You track the number. You find like who the owner of the phone is. What is that called?
I never did that, but I did call.
I seen that shit.
I think women are possessive.
I seen that shit yesterday.
It's the same
like
shit.
A number that I had in my phone like for almost 2 years. I looked on my wife. I'm like, what the hell is this? I ain't even mention. I was just like, oh, I just let you go because I know what that lead to.
Because you wasn't all the way right. If you was all the way right with that phone number, you would have put that shit up. Like, why the fuck you looking at this?
Why you got auntie number in your phone like that? What's going on? Why you tracking that number?
But when your shit ain't all the way right, you gotta be cool.
So she ain't say nothing to you about it?
She didn't know I seen it. I had to go all the way down.
You gotta hold that.
I seen 4 or 5 numbers up there that I was like, these numbers in my phone look a little different. But at the end of the day,
you know what though? Women are dogs.
Yes.
And we are fire hydrants.
Yes.
So once they feel like you belong to them or they pissed on you,
that's right.
Whatever is like.
Shout out to the pissing.
Like I've had girls be like, "Who's that bitch you put up a picture with, nigga?" And I'm like, "That's my sister, like my blood fucking sister." Yeah. And we look alike, and bitches still be like, nah.
Oh, they don't feel like that. People don't care about that. Because sometimes, sometimes they say when you're in a relationship too long, you start looking like your partner. So they don't want to hear that.
Listen, I feel like you shouldn't. If you're in a relationship, some type of committed relationship, don't post pictures of with chicks. That's
You know
not
what?
your
And
shit.
I think that's what.
That's true.
You know what's crazy? When I had a girl, I put a picture of her up on her birthday. I didn't tag her.
Mhm.
I just put a picture up or whatever. I forgot what the comment was, but she put a smiley face under it, and it was like bitches was like, "Oh, that's her page."
That's her page.
Yo, bitches was under that post like it was so much shade. Like, oh, how cute. Oh, nice. Happy birthday to her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's her.
Let's
Oh,
congratulations.
I was like,
with them
God
looking
damn.
eyes and shit.
Yo,
That's what
I
we
had that
do.
under there.
I
I had
like-
another
I like
bitch
the
that I was
eyes.
dealing with at the same time. Put heart eyes under the shit.
That's how. Oh, I love this.
And I was
I'm
like-
trying to be funny, right? Like,
That's
what
not
we do.
funny. Don't do that.
Well, then
What are
you
you
gonna
doing?
fucking
What are you
do
doing that to that girl for? She don't mean nothing. I'm just saying happy birthday because she
Well,
wished
she
me
must
happy
was real
birthday.
special because you posted her.
Yo,
I
got a
never.
DM like
I
that,
don't
too.
post. I don't.
Oh, you posted, and I've never posted
wouldn't post a
no
picture.
bitch, and it was like, oh nigga,
Oh, she must.
you
was,
pimp
she was,
hoe ass
she
nigga,
was
you
that
posting
one.
The
bitches?
only way I'll post a bitch,
But why
You
post
married?
her?
but
we was
I'm
together
saying
for like
if I
5
if I
years.
wasn't
Oh,
if I
okay.
wasn't
That was
married,
my girlfriend. But
But
I
if-
had,
okay.
that was
the
like
only way I
number
will
one
post her
girlfriend.
Okay.
if she did something crazy like keep my car, but I got a picture of her like giving me some head,
You gonna post
I'll
that?
post it.
Why?
Why not?
Why would you do that?
Why did she keep my car? Why did she?
She keyed it for a reason because you fucking did something.
And I
wrong.
did that for a reason too. I don't like you, ho. Bah.
Some
God.
people don't even care about that. Oh well. So
I'm
what?
just- Yeah. Why not?
My thing is
I
this:
think-
if I
So
dealt
if-
with you,
so
let
if-
me be
if a-
honestly.
If a guy do that to you, if a guy post a picture of you giving head, would you be mad?
I'm gonna be fucking furious.
Wow.
But
Why?
then I'm gonna have to.
Do
think
you work
about
in the
it.
public sector of the government?
No, but
Why?
you know what? But if I felt like I dealt with you,
Remember that guy said that?
only you?
Oh, I'm elected. What he said? He said some shit like I'm elected.
What did he
I'm gonna
say?
be
That's how he
elected
wanna let us-
official or some
yeah.
shit like that. Man,
like,
fuck
what you
you,
thought he was
guy.
gonna do to him? I don't know. But anyway, I
Yeah.
probably initially would be mad. But I feel like if I know I was only dealing with you and you was my man, then it's like fuck you. Like what am- you know. it
So
is
now
what
you
it
have
is.
like 1,000+ people looking at you.
But this day and age, that
Giving
shit
head.
goes and comes so quick. So it's like
yeah.
Well, it might make
People-
you. It might
people
make you or
forget.
break you.
Tierra Marie was just
You right.
sucking dick. Like,
Shout out to Team.
Well, it's gonna make me because
a month ago, and everybody forgot about Black China once she did that.
Yeah.
Kind of. You know what I mean?
I like Black. I like Black China.
Because they gonna probably be like, oh, this what she do. I mean,
Oh,
with whoever
my
I'm in a
baby mother
relationship
Sumi
with.
just texted me and said, I'm feeling a little bit distant from you.
Oh.
Oh, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on here,
I don't
motherfucker?
know.
These motherfuckers.
Yeah, I gotta figure y'all out. We gonna talk about this later.
Probably finger though.
He fingered us.
Niggas finger people and girls anymore, women anymore? Do women like to be fingered anymore?
During sex.
Like
In the club.
I
in
mean,
the club, yeah, in the club
no,
scene.
no, like what you gonna do that for?
Like if I'm finger, in the club,
No.
3 fingers in there.
'Cause what's
Is
that?
3 too many?
What, fingers in a vagina?
Yeah.
No.
Nah, you can do that.
4?
3 is a cougar.
You get. I'm not.
I was just waiting for you to say that.
3 is a cougar.
So you
know,
don't mind 3?
Two,
though.
two is like, all right, cool. 3 is the test to be like, when she's like, hold up, nigga. That means
I
like
had about
you got
3.
kids though.
4.
I had about
What about
3.
what if 4?
I don't
Have you had 4 in there?
No.
4 is
I
like
don't. 4 in the fist, you can't do that. Nah, you can't do that to me.
I want to know if a fist can go in there.
yeah,
can.
nigga, a baby come up, nigga.
I'm just saying, like,
if a
A
baby's
vagina
head,
opens up though, so if you enough in there and
it's just gotta
pen-
be if she's fucking like you enough to let you put a
Right.
baby's head
Well,
in.
I'm gonna put a fist in there tonight.
Ooh.
Tonight is the fist night.
Married, she can't tell you no.
Yes, she can.
A wife cannot tell a man no.
A wife?
A wife cannot tell a man no.
Oh, well, I ain't married.
I'm saying you can't. That's unless in the law. That's law.
Well, I'm not married, so
Grab,
I'm
I
not
can grab, I can grope, I can spit, I can choke, I
Right.
can
That's
piss.
the whole point of getting married. That and for somebody to
Fucking
put lotion on
pissing.
your back.
I can do whatever.
Because my arms is short and I can't. That's the only reason I will ever get married is for somebody put lotion on my back every day.
And to lotion your feet too, because you deserve it.
No bullshit. I got like 8 expensive back scratches because I can't reach my back and my back be fucking itching like.
That's a bad back.
Right.
You should.
Something with that back. Throw the whole back away.
But you know what?
Throw the whole back.
That's
away.
why we should get it. That's why we should get an intern.
Scratch my back, bitch.
Scratching backs.
Go DM somebody.
And DMing somebody. So 4 fingers, Teak, or 3?
I'm not doing 4. I've done 3. That's crazy. He asked me that.
Huh?
Can he do a fist? I'm like, no, you don't put no fist in me. Nah,
what if somebody put their toe in your vagina?
But why would you put your toe there?
I seen it before. I seen it though. I seen it when I was at this.
In real life or on porn?
No, real life. Like I was at a
Where were you at?
I'm talking about. Tell you, I was at the stripper party.
And he put his.
And the guy, she asked the guy to lotion.
Someone,
She asked the guy to lotion. This was like what, 10 years ago. 10 years ago. She asked the guy to lotion the thing, and he put his foot up there, and she was excited, and I was like, wow, I want to be that foot.
Excited about the toe on a vagina?
Inside the vagina.
Oh, in the vagina. No, I'm not excited about that.
I would be.
Not me. No.
You wouldn't?
But what if I had a threesome and he wanted to
people putting their foot in your vagina?
No, but if he wanted to put his fist in her, then go ahead by all means. Let me see how it's done.
Where's the guest? While we having this real conversation?
The guest is currently saying it's 6 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
And
he was 20 minutes away an hour ago.
That was an hour ago.
That was over an hour ago.
So they definitely cutting it short, which is what I'm about to.
He about to have a 10-minute interview.
Probably just a freestyle.
That's gonna be dope. So we talked all this shit and then just a freestyle at the end.
Just a freestyle. I think that shit is hot.
Maybe this was the best part of the interview anyway.
That Teak's like 3 or 4 or 5 fists in her vagina.
No, I don't. I said 3 fingers
3.
the most.
3 the most.
Fists?
3
He
fists.
lying. I didn't say no fists.
You said 3 fists?
He said fingers. I said 3 fingers the most. That's it.
I say that's some white people shit.
Yeah, I'm not talking about no fists.
All that fist.
But meaning, okay, so if you talking about like the fingers in there, but you mean at the same time while the dick is in there, or just?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Never mind. I just like.
What she said?
I just asked.
What you said?
What? Okay, so how about you put 2 fingers in there while you got the dick in there? No?
I never even tried.
How about the
Try it.
Hold on.
I got like 10 years to go before.
Hold on. You
Try
said
it.
put your hand in while your penis is in there at the same time.
Why you could put the 2 fingers in there at the same time. It's just like.
Don't you put it in the butt? Don't you want to put the finger in the butt?
No, you do that. You can do that another time.
Do you
but
prefer 2 fingers in the butt or 1 finger in the butt? This is a thinking question for you.
I really didn't think about that. I mean, you could do the finger. It doesn't matter. 1 finger. I don't need too many fingers in there. I don't really want nothing back there too much. I've been in there before. I'm not a anal person. I don't like that. I don't like anal. But try it. So while you got that, no, seriously, listen, like.
I don't even understand.
You're gonna put the thing. How you don't know? You're gonna put the 2 fingers in there at the same time while you got the dick in there. Easy.
It don't even make sense.
Oh, it makes sense. You can do
you
it.
You might get a cramp in your arm or something. I don't see how.
You're not gonna fucking cramp in your arm.
It don't make.
It's no cramp. You're not gonna get no cramp.
It don't make technical sense.
I've tried it. You can do it.
You tried it.
That's the only reason why I'm telling you. I ain't. Where else am I get this from?
I don't get it. Oh. I really don't see how that works.
You
gotta be like. You're gonna be cramped, like crooked, like.
No, you're not. Which way you was gonna be laying?
You can't do it while she's in front of you.
You can do it if she's laying on the back or if you behind. Or on the side. Or it's more comfortable if you on the side. Do the side or if she on her back or on the side. I've done it those 2 ways. The back and the side.
I'm a regular person.
I don't like regular sex. What the hell is regular? So what's regular sex to you?
Missionary, turn around to the side a little, edge of the bed, and that's it. A good 15 to 18 minutes, and
you got your time minutes. It's
yeah.
like 15 to 18 minutes. No, you know what the crazy thing is?
Sex seems
I don't.
longer
It
than
do.
what
It
is.
does. So I don't need somebody like an hour. You will not fucking pound me out for an hour. You cannot do it. That's just too long. Then either you're
Sex
not really
is like
interested.
dreams.
I just
It
feel like
feels
I don't know.
An hour, but it'd be like 8 minutes.
Right. I'd rather you. Yeah, you can give me. I can do not 2 minutes, but I can't. You know, like you said, about 15, 20.
If she's cool with 2 minutes, I could make it 2 minutes. Good.
But you can't do me for a whole hour. Because after I'm like, what the fuck is you doing with me for a whole hour?
I got shit to do.
Like, you can't pound me out for an hour. It just doesn't make any sense. Oh, you missed it. Trying to show, you know, I'm going to teach you something.
What you was just saying?
I told him I don't need nobody fucking me for a whole hour. I'm old now. I don't need you trying to prove no points.
So you want 3 fingers in your vagina. You want 3 fingers in your
We
vagina,
said
2
listen,
fingers in your butt.
No, you missed it.
Huh?
It's 2 to 3. It's 2 to 3 with. It's 2 to 3 with the dick in the vagina.
Okay. So it seems like you want a lot in your vagina.
Yeah, that don't make sense. I don't even understand how
It's
that
just
works.
different shit you're gonna do having sex. You gotta kind of spice that shit up. You just can't. It's not.
Shout out to Drew Caston, though.
I'm really not a creep though. Don't worry about it. You know, I'm really not.
Yo, Cash, she a cougar.
Oh, man.
No, I'm not.
All right. She hang out in the spot where cougars go, right? She likes 3 fingers in her vagina, right? So it's like cougars pointed at you, right?
It's hard to find your way out of that.
That's the test. Like 2 fingers and girls be cool. When you be trying 3 fingers, they be like, hold on, nigga.
I asked for the fist.
No, he
The whole
said 4.
fist.
He said 4 in the fist. Absolutely not.
Nah, I mean, she all the way about it, though. Like, you know what I mean?
Like 4 in the fist. No.
Some
That's a
girls be
lot.
Like, they want the 3, you put 2, and then you put the 3. They be like, nah. They get,
2, 3. I don't really see too much of the difference.
At least she ain't front, you know what I mean?
Yo, Cash, tell him where you from, man, quick fast. 'Cause
Yeah,
why she think about her cougar lifestyle?
Nah, man. Jersey in the building, man. It's your boy, Drew Cash.
What part?
Somerset, Jersey, Franklin. Reppin' Franklin heavy.
They hear you.
Yeah, we reppin' Franklin heavy, though. Street Jamaican still, isn't it? Fly from Yardie.
You never going back. He said, I'm never going back. Never going back.
I didn't even know it was black people there. That was a racist fucking. I got locked up in watch something.
Watch, oh, yeah. Racist.
Listen, they said don't go to Jersey. Whole Jersey is racist, they said. I'm just saying. That's what
Nah,
they
Jersey
said.
lit, though, man.
Sometimes,
Nah,
yeah.
Jersey lit.
I mean,
Y'all
I
gotta
live
come.
in Jersey now.
Yeah, you love, yeah. Well, yeah.
Y'all gotta come fuck with Jersey, though, man. Jersey lit.
It's good?
Yeah, Jersey on the come up, man, for real. Yeah, exit 9, Brunswick, all that.
I guess shout out to Joe Button.
Nah. Not there.
Yeah, I threw that out there, right? Because Joe Button is just like, all right. One of the people that I know from Jersey. I know it's more.
Yeah.
And I know it's a lot of up and coming.
I don't even feel like nobody listen to Joe Budden nowadays. You probably got 1 or 2 people. You know what I mean?
Pump it up.
We ain't off no Joe Budden, man.
That shit came out when I was in like high school.
You talk about Jersey, you gotta talk about like Arsenal and what's her name from Jersey City? He's snapping right now.
What's this?
What's her name?
LBL?
Yeah, LBL. LBL. Snapping
Let's
right
talk
now.
about you.
Yeah.
What's up with you? I got you. I heard your track with East,
Yeah.
which was dope.
Yeah, man. We're
Yeah.
on the come up. We're on the come up for us. It's a start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of coming out of nowhere, but it's like a big, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Big start, for real.
That's a huge start. That's a
It
huge start because
is.
it's a known rapper. Like we was just talking about, like rappers. Like some dudes are not as known, and they try to just put out shit. and it's not like dope. It's just more like I'm just putting this out.
Yeah, they trying to get on in the wrong way. You gotta really like sit and really think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like before I came and do this track, it was people telling me not to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck those people. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
That's real shit.
I'm just saying.
Like y'all ain't helping me do shit. You ain't putting the bread up. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't.
You ain't do shit for me, man.
That's real shit.
But that's how I feel though, because I'm just that type of individual. Like I feel like if they not putting 110% to your craft and they not seeing your vision, then
Yeah, that's facts.
fuck them.
That's facts. That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Real
shout out
shit.
to Jersey. Where you from?
So,
Which
you
part of
said-
Jersey?
Franklin.
Franklin.
Yeah.
So by you doing that track with Dave East, how do you think it's gonna like push your career? Like you think it's gonna put any like a big?
Yeah, I do, because really it's the song I think about. The song is a dope record.
Mm-hmm.
So why would someone not want to listen to a dope record?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The song is gonna sell itself.
Yeah.
It don't even got nothing to do with me personally. Like the song is a tough song. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I feel like that's gonna put me where I need to be for real.
Tell them why.
Okay, dope.
Go into that.
Tell us why. Tell us why it's a
song,
dope track.
It's like a R.I.P. song. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got dead homies on some real shit. Like I lost homies and shit, and like that's emotional shit. You feel me? So it don't matter what time of year. Like niggas always passing out. Like it's just a real song. That shit hurt every time you lose one of your mans. It's real shit.
That shit, you know what? Like I can relate. I'm pretty sure we all fucking can relate to
Right.
losing, a close friend, relative, whatever the case may
Right.
be. Like that's why when I heard the joint, I was like, damn. Like I know because I like a couple months ago I had lost one of my close friends, so I was like, oh shit. It's like I feel like people should make music that they can relate to.
Yeah, you
Not
feel
versus
that, yeah.
versus
Yeah.
the music that I can't relate. That's why when we was talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z. I can't relate to
You said Rich Love.
Rich Love. Like I can't relate to Rich Love. Like I can't. Like because I'm from the hood, so I'm
Fucking
like
poor,
poor
right?
love. Poor love will do.
This nigga funny as hell.
I'm saying poor love will do numbers,
Poor
man.
hood love, right?
Poor hood love. You know what I'm saying?
That's real shit though.
He do
Nah.
that.
Listen, cash in your food stamps type of shit.
And take you on a date.
Nah, you gonna eat some macaroni and cheese.
A lot of people definitely gonna relate to that song though.
Nah,
Real shit.
people are. And how many but tell them where they can find the song
That
at.
song is on SoundCloud right now. It's my Instagram. You have to go on Instagram.
Mhm.
True Cash _217M.
Say it again for the people. Say it again for the people. People
True
deaf.
Cash BREWCA
Okay.
SH _217M. Just click the link in the bio.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, will we be expecting anything from you?
Yeah, I got a big tape coming. I can't even say little tape.
Little
for
tape.
real.
Right?
man.
Don't downgrade your shit.
You got features on your shit. You just or it's just
It's a couple features, but like Davies, I got Fatboy on my tape too. You know.
okay.
Fatboy SSE doing his thing right now too. So, and then I got a couple other features with people from like my hometown. The shit is tough though. It's a tough tape.
So
bro.
when can you say it's gonna drop?
I just came up with the name and everything for it. You know what I'm saying? So probably like the next 2 months.
We like dropping dates in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like dropping
Yeah,
dates.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like the predictions is crazy.
Yeah.
Like you say, like yo, listen, this is when I
That's
wanted to
like
come
apply
out. And the
pressure.
shit,
We need dropping dates.
shit come
The
out.
thing
man.
about it though is I feel like this song with East is tough, and I want to just put a lot of attention towards that track and getting
As you should, as you
Right.
should.
Okay.
Nah, we really talking about that shit right now. I'm trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, what's going on with
Harlem, Jersey.
that. Yeah, man, that shit should be coming soon. Trying to make that shit happen. That shit will be. I'm telling you, that shit's going number one.
Nah, it's-
with that video.
Nah, it's a dope.
It is.
It's a dope track.
Yeah,
Like
man.
it's a dope trap, and I commend you for that, man. I appreciate
Real
that,
shit.
man.
It's real shit at the end of the day. I'm saying real shit in it, man. Real shit.
Yeah. So what other artists you working with on the project, on the big project?
Yeah, I got
Big.
got my boy Ty Jack on there.
From Jersey?
Yeah, he from Jersey too.
Okay.
Then I got Janae Nicole. These are 2 singers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When I linked up with them, like I really sat and thought about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like where I'm from. It's like a couple people's like artists. You know what I'm saying? And they start doing music. They feel like other people are not supposed to do music no more.
Mhm.
You feel me? So when I started, I'm like I gotta prove a point. So I went out my way. I'm like, she could sing. I'm about to go do a song with her, so I'll be different from what these other niggas is doing.
Exactly.
We went to the studio. A brother made
You need
the beat.
originality.
Yeah,
of
for real.
course.
even like with the song I did with her, I basically wrote half her verse. You know what I'm saying? And the song I did with the other singing nigga, I wrote his whole verse. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm doing a lot more than just, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm putting shit together for real.
Yeah, you're not just doing your part. You doing
Right.
Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you.
Listen,
You got more
hey,
questions? She like to ask a
you know.
lot of questions, by the way. Listen, we had. I'm
What
sorry.
you wanna know?
Everything.
What you have to say? I mean, yeah, we would love to know everything, but
Everything.
we don't got enough time for that. But
Everything.
Cityscapes, right? I was ready to say, I know you had that turned up last
Oh,
night.
yeah. That shit was lit. After I went and performed, the reaction was what I really love. You know what I'm saying? To see everybody really fucking with the shit. They fucking with the record. You know what I'm saying? That shit felt good.
Yeah.
Really just getting out there. You feel me? So
Okay.
that shit felt good.
Felt
That's
good.
good.
Energy was dope.
Yeah, that shit was lit. That shit was lit for real.
Good.
All right.
That shit
Next time
seemed-
you gotta invite us or something, like you know,
Nah, we expect an invitation.
to
It's
something.
a connection, man. We start.
Nah, this is a connection right here, though. We appreciate it, man. Like this is dope. I know the road was, coming here was pretty like, fucked up, whatever. But you here,
Yeah,
fuck it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that.
Yeah,
'Cause-
we really
Shit,
appreciate
We wasn't
you.
gonna turn around. We was about to cancel. Now we coming.
Yeah.
That's it.
and definitely we gonna.
I mean,
plug-
you could always welcome to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Always
Yeah.
welcome to come back. It is. Look at
Yeah.
me putting it out there like
listen. We was somewhere else. We was in Manhattan. It was easier, but as far as travel and shit like that. But Manhattan was a little fucking difficult though. Like parking.
Yeah, it was
Parking.
mad
Like
lit.
parking here is like it's crazy. So we're gonna ask you to kick a acapella freestyle, quick fast for the people, and I feel like with your track coming, your track now, I think that shit is just gonna elevate. You know what I'm saying? As far as when you come out with the video, and then you come out with the project, everything was just in line.
Yeah, man.
And
I'm
you would just
trying
kick
to line
dope shit out.
everything. Yeah, for real.
Dopes, man. So kick a freestyle for the people. Acapella. We don't got no music unless Teak gonna do a beat with them.
I'm not doing no beats.
Alright, let me see what I get. Alright, I said, yeah. Hey, pull up in that Mozzie with a bad bitch, dumb dick. I be with some niggas and they always with the dumb shit. Shooters in the Grove and I got killers out in Brunswick. Started off selling dimes, then I met the plug, nigga. Now I really run shit. 10 racks in my pocket, dressing on some bum shit. Fucking 2 bitches when I come, I let them tongue kiss. Young rich nigga with a drumstick, red dots, headshots. Yo, we shooting shit, man. I'm telling you.
Shoot this shit, man. Shoot these niggas, man.
Alright, I'm gonna give y'all something though. Let y'all know niggas really freestyling. I'm gonna let y'all pick some words and I'm gonna just go off top. Whatever word y'all say.
Go ahead, Teak. Teak like to
Pop
talk.
up. Ladies first. Pop up.
Oh damn!
She's stuck right
I
now.
am stuck. Like
Fingers.
Talk
Fingers.
about with 3 fingers.
Shout out to the three
No, 'cause
fingers.
you can have them thinking I'm a real fucking freak over here. Like,
Nah, you just like
so
three
I'm the
fingers.
only one that done that.
Yeah.
So I'm the only one that's not creative in the bedroom. Like, come on, are you serious?
I did some creative shit, but I ain't never had a woman say, put the whole fist in me, daddy.
I'm about to pop her like this. I say,
No,
I
nigga,
say,
I ain't had the whole
say,
fist.
Hey, put the tip in. Got to screaming like a singer. Got a big dick. Don't need to use 3 fingers.
Shout out to the three
You
fingers.
still have a big dick and use 3 fingers. I'm just saying.
Cougars.
It ain't got nothing to do with the size.
Oh, man. Listen.
That's not what it was about.
Let me just explain something to everybody, right? Before we close, right? Before we close. This is the most consistent podcast that you will ever see or be a part of in your life.
Conversations have real niggas.
Nah, thanks
Like-
for having me. For real.
People don't understand, like, this is consistency. Every Wednesday, like, everybody put out a mixtape or something every Wednesday, right? Every Tuesday, right?
Tiana Taylor shit did.
Then-
Good music was supposed to come out.
There you go. Every Friday.
Shout out to Pusha T. That's my guy.
Pusha T, I love Pusha T. But
Everybody else.
Real Conversations
Everybody
comes out every Wednesday
Wednesday,
at 12
12
o'clock on the dot. You cannot miss it. I'm telling people, like, when you see this shit and you see, like, the interviews that we have here, you see, like, the group of people that's here, and not, it's just us 3 right here, but it's more.
Right, we have more co-hosts.
Yeah, okay.
But, and it's more, and it's better now, and it always will be better. Because we always push for greatness. That's why it's more consistent than any podcast.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Just like we want, like, your consistency.
Facts.
we want you to put out tracks with East, and we want you to put out tracks by yourself. But we want the consistency. That's what we expect everything
Right.
from the artists, because we're the listeners. You're the artist.
So we definitely want to hear some more Drew.
So we definitely got to hear Drew.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So let us know what I want scheduling wise, like when your project is supposed to drop, when the estimated date. We won't give you a date, but
Right.
just give us an estimated time frame.
What's today's date?
What's today?
The 23rd.
23rd. I would say probably like 2 months. That's too long.
Yeah.
That's too long.
What
You got your whole life to put out your whole first.
Nah, but the thing is though, I really, like I was saying, I want to shoot the video. I don't know how long he gonna take to do that. 'Cause
Okay.
He's still on
Okay.
schedule. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, we can speed that up. We got.
Oh.
Happen fast.
Ah.
I mean, the faster I get to shoot the video, that's just gonna bring more eyes on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to drop a tape without no eyes on me, without no listeners. Capo was there the first night. I
Okay.
met Capo that same night we met with East and them, so I'm pretty sure we can link.
He was here a couple weeks ago.
My cousin is his personal photographer, Brock Mills.
Right.
Word. He was there that night too.
Yeah, like I said, we're gonna speed that up.
Yeah, facts, please, bro. I'm trying to get that shit. You know what I mean?
See, that's why I said consistency and
Yeah,
real
I'm not-
conversation.
yeah. I've
This
been
is what
snapping.
we do here.
I've been snapping, bro. Niggas
This
in
is
Jersey
what we
ain't-
do here.
Niggas in Jersey ain't doing what I'm doing. It's niggas with chicken, they ain't doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's why the only person I said from Jersey, you gotta understand what I'm saying, is was Joe Buttons. Like me personally being 33 and.
Oh, man, Joe Budden,
Yeah, it's a different time, man.
But that's what I'm saying. It was a different era at
And
that
the thing I
time.
don't like about Joe Budden too, he be hating on young niggas, man. I don't like no nigga that hate on another nigga. Like, you just made
Facts.
it and you got niggas hating on you.
Right.
Man. Be happy for the nigga, man. Yeah, Fat Boy doing this thing, man. Fat Boy a real nigga at the end of the day too. Real shit. Shout my nigga Shiggy. Real shit.
Listen, this is what episode?
You want to listen to me? 45.
I'm not listening to you.
Fucking
You said
47. I
You
said
said
44.
47, 44.
He said 47.
I said 40 something.
It gotta be
I
45,
said-
man. That's my man 45.
That's
Shout
what
out to
I'm talking about,
45. Shout out to
We making
45.
it 45.
You making it
Shout out to
45?
all
Making it
the
45.
Cash girls. Bring cash girls in here. Bring cash girls. Cash girls right here, man. For real. You gotta bring them in here.
Cash girl.
I love your t-shirt.
Cash
They everywhere I
Nice
go.
t-shirt.
They
I
everywhere
love your
go.
t-shirt.
Yeah. That's the movement right there. For real.
Drew, shout out to you, man. This is episode, honestly, I'm gonna lie to you, this is episode 43. Come,
Made it 45 though for the sake of it. Fuck it.
shit, 45, just because 45 is here.
Just cuz.
Just cause. Shout out.
So we gotta skip from 44 to 46.
We could do that. We could do that. That's not a problem. Shout out to Real Conversations. Shout out to Drew. Shout out to T with Teak. She got her
Tea
own
with
joint
Teak.
too. Check it out.
That's right. Come check me out. On
iTunes and iHeartRadio. Check us out. Real Conversations. iTunes and iHeartRadio. SoundCloud. Spreaker. You could catch us everywhere. YouTube too.
That's
Check
right.
the YouTube channel out. Behind the scenes shit.
Yeah, man. Def shout out to y'all too and y'all patience, man. For real.
Nah, we definitely
Real
got
shit.
patience, man.
We do.
Definitely. Yeah, man. So Def be on the lookout, man. I got that tape coming up. W. That's the name of the tape. The name of the tape is W. W for win. You know what I'm saying? We
Okay.
gonna win. We can't lose. It's coming up real soon.
Tell them where to find you at.
Dope. Yeah, tell them again. Where to find you at?
Tell them where to find
Oh yeah, I'm on the gram, man. Drew Cash, DREWCASH _217M 217 Mafia, man. We on the rise. Look out, for real, no bullshit.
And-
BSF.
And we out.
Yeah, man.
Peace.
Peace.